Biologically male but identifying as female, Leah Thomas made history by becoming the first known transgender woman to win the 500-yard freestyle at the 2022 NCAA Swimming Championship, competing against cisgender women.
Critics say she has an unfair physical advantage over the other swimmers and should not have been allowed to compete.
She transitioned from being ranked in the mid-500s in men's competition to becoming the top-ranked swimmer in women's competition at the University of Pennsylvania. Her nomination for the 2022 NCAA Woman of the Year award fueled discussions about the advantages transgender athletes may have over cisgender females. During the 2024 Olympics in Paris, a wave of controversy ignited an online buzz, as a French drag queen was selected to participate with another man in the torch relay. This bold decision raises the question, why couldn't a biological woman have been chosen for this prominent role within the Olympic Games?
Why did this person deserve this great honor to represent our country? I'm not really sure.
Some sports organizations, such as the International Olympic Committee and the National Collegiate Athletic Association, have established guidelines and eligibility criteria for biological males who identify as female athletes. Subsequently, 28 national titles in girls' or women's sports were won by biological males who identify as female athletes between 2003 and 2022. Laurel Hubbard, a transgender weightlifter, achieved success as a female athlete, winning gold medals at the 2019 Pacific Games and the Roma World Cup. She became the first transgender woman to compete in the Olympics. Before transitioning, her or his accomplishments as a male athlete did not include major titles or notable achievements. Another case involves Fallon Fox, a transgender woman who competed in MMA. Prior to his transition, he did not achieve notable success as a male fighter. However, since transitioning, she has won 5 out of 6 fights, including a headline-making knockout against cisgender female fighter Tamika Brents in September 2014. This knockout resulted in Brent suffering a concussion and an orbital bone fracture. Experts believe that males competing in women's sports have physiological advantages in terms of height, weight, muscle mass, and energy release rates. Research shows that they achieve faster times than Olympic gold medalists in the 400-meter race and demonstrate superior abilities in muscle strength, jumping, and running speeds. For example, male volleyball players can jump up to 50% higher during a net attack, despite their increased body weight. It's also worth noting that current policies to address male physiological advantages in women's sports through testosterone suppression have limited effectiveness. Studies indicate that even after 12 months of treatment, transgender women retain a 25% advantage in muscle mass and have 48% greater strength and 35% larger quadriceps compared to cisgender females. Female athletes who question the inclusion of males in women's sports often face ridicule and bullying. Tennis legends Martina Navratilova and Serena Williams have faced criticism for their perspectives on transgender athletes in women's competitions. Martina's statement that it is cheating for a man to compete as a woman, and Williams being accused of being a sore loser when expressing her concerns, have triggered debates on the topic.
It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game.
The inclusion of transgender women in women's roles extends beyond sports, sparking ongoing discussions in the arts and entertainment industry. Among the examples is the case of Laverne Cox, a transgender actress, who was cast as a cisgender lawyer in Doubt. Some critics raise concerns emphasizing the need for cisgender actresses to portray cisgender characters for equality and authentic representation. As more transgender individuals assume women's roles, there is a growing concern that women's safe spaces and services, including bathrooms, are under threat from transgender activists. Given the ongoing changes, is it reasonable to express concern about the further impact this inclusion may have on women in the future?
Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year, her first year as a woman. Ain't that something?